Okay, here we go. It is Thursday, and I'm always happy to be here. And yeah, and today I either come to you with like 16 pages of this is what we're gonna go over, or I'm like random thoughts from Cheryl on Thursday. Today I had so much going on in my brain, all good stuff, right? Because we're all in action and we're building, and this is such an incredible month that these are just different things that have come to mind as I'm working with my team. And I'm like, you know what? These are really important for everyone. And so I'm just going to be dropping some different pointers and different things like that. First, hopefully you saw that we are doing a compensation plan Zoom. I mean, can we get a hallelujah and an amen? We know it's long overdue, okay? Everybody give me grace as I go through it the first time, but I'm really, really pleased with it. And there are a couple things that I know I need to add on to it, but it's just going to be good. People, not everyone's a detail person, but people want to know how they're getting paid. And again, part of all the systems that we're doing, we've got Monday night onboarding, we've got Monday night team call every single Monday. We've got silver. If you're not taking advantage of this, I'm telling you, I have tuned in here and there. Silver and 6 on the Plexus Brand Ambassador Academy. We thought that those are so good that there really wasn't a need right now for us to create a silver group, right? Tune in. So flipping good. Okay, you guys. And then now, once a month, we're going to start with the basic compensation plan. Um, PowerPoint presentation, Zoom, whatever, all that. And then we'll come up with a more advanced one, right? Kind of like senior gold or like ruby and above, just talking about more things. But if people understand how they're getting paid and the money, I mean, that drives a lot of people, especially now. I mean, I think every conversation we have with people, and that's why we talk about it, groceries, groceries, groceries. Oh my gosh, they're so expensive. I mean, I used to be able to just pop into Walmart or Aldi, spend $100. Raj and I were good, okay? Because it's just us, and we already have meat from the cows and the pigs on our farm, right? And now it's like I cannot get out of there without spending $200. It's insane, right? So anyway, so if you can help people to cover their products and cover some grocery money, bam, you're going to have happy customers, happy builders, probably wanting to rise up and share some more. So all of that is important and works together. And so what we've really done, I don't know if you're seeing this, all right? And this is something we want you to do with your team. We are taking everybody's gifts and talents and using them on the team where they're good. We're all going under the umbrella of diamond mines, right? And we thought, instead of everybody doing a team Zoom, right? And there are times for that, right? Let's just do one. And people learn differently from different people. So we're super pleased. We've heard back from you guys that you're pleased as well. And this is the compensation plan. Zoom is just going to be one more level. So thank you for, I don't know, just being part of a team and being willing to come along on this ride with us. And it's good. Okay. So let's see, I do have a couple like things to read or a couple snapshots from this morning. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so first thing I really wanted to talk about is resistance. It keeps coming up as I'm working on building and helping people to build new legs on my team. And, just know that it's coming. Okay. So if you're doing something big, if you want to do something new, if you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, you are going to hit resistance. So know that it's coming. Don't let it defeat you, right? just know for sure that you're going to hit it already and that you're going to be like, thanks, but no thanks. I've got a goal. I've got a plan. I'm going places. I'm made for big things and I'm moving on, and you keep pushing through. You can't continue to let resistance or fear stop you from doing the things that you want to do, stop you from helping and making a difference and adding value in other people's lives, whether it's the product or the business or the connection, the community, whatever it is, don't let it stop you. Push through even harder. So I just kind of looked up a little bit about the definition of resistance. I like definitions. You know me, I'm a detail person. So resistance, okay? There's a couple different. So it's the attempt to prevent something by action or argument. Guess what? That can be arguing with your thoughts, right? Like resistance is coming in and it is trying to stop you. It's trying to tell you're letting thoughts come in too that, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good time for me. You know what? Maybe I am bothering people. You know what? Maybe I'm not a good leader. This person didn't do well, or what, fill in the blank. There's so many thoughts that come in, okay? And don't let it happen. It's just trying to prevent you. Resistance is trying to prevent you from getting where you need to go. All right, let's see what else. It is impeding, slowing, or stopping effect that is exerted. Well, that's exactly what's happening. Resistance is trying to stop you in your steps, and you just cannot let it. Because remember, we always say, we're not like everybody else, right? And we say it again and again. What makes us successful is that we're willing to do the things that nobody else is willing to do. And some of that is push through resistance, push through fear, step outside of your comfort zone. How about be consistent? How about throw a little discipline in there? And that is literally all it takes. Like, it's crazy how simple it can be, but people aren't willing to do it. Other people, not us, right? Other people give up too soon with the products, with community, with the business, in life, with exercise, with nutrition, because we're a well-rounded person here. Because let's face it, we're representing the health and wellness industry. And there are so many facets to it, right? Um, because not everybody needs weight loss. Not everybody has hormone issues. I mean, I'm going to say most people have inflammation, but maybe somebody doesn't. Um, maybe there's somebody out there. I was just talking with someone this morning, and I was just asking them like, what are your goals? I said, because it's really like overall wellness for him, right? But he doesn't really know a lot about gut health. I'm like, let me tell you, we're just having a conversation. It's not awkward. It's not weird, right? Okay. Let's see. Because things only get weird when you make them weird. People will say that. People will get weird. And like, just stop. Just don't do it. Just resist it. Okay. Um, just have a conversation with people. I think a lot of us are starting to use voice message, right? Sometimes if I haven't talked with someone in a while, I'll just send a little, hey, I have not talked to you in a while, or it's been a hot minute, just like a little sentence. And then I do a voicemail, because sometimes I think that resistance can set in. So, okay, we're talking about resistance for us. Resistance sets in to who we're talking to as well, right? There's that other side. People will be like, oh my gosh, there's a 1 minute voice message from Cheryl. Like, what does she want? I haven't talked to her or whatever. So that's why I kind of like that little, hey, I hope things are going well with you, or hey, it's been a hot minute, or use whatever it is. And then I'll leave a message. And it's just me talking. It's just me talking about my passion. saying, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, knowing darn well it is. That hey, are you interested in hearing about the products? Are you, interested in a stream of income? I know groceries are making me cringe, and I only have two people in my house, kind of a thing. So, and just have a conversation with them, make it short. That's something I always work on. I tell you guys that. Okay, something else that I thought about, because I love analogies. I think that's why Jesus talked in stories too, right? Analogies, stories, testimonies, they're all powerful because I don't know, maybe it gives a visual, I'm not sure. But anyway, one of the things I thought about, because I use resistance bands. Right. And here's the thing, I am no exercise physiologist or anything like that. I like to know stuff and learn stuff, and I know some stuff. But like with resistance bands, we are really trying to get our muscles to like that point just a little bit before they break, right? I mean, if you will, right? We're really trying to push them to the max and then you stop, right? And sometimes that's with repetition. Sometimes that is with lots of weight, right? So maybe you're doing a few reps and lots of weight, or maybe you're doing a lot of reps. You can apply that to your business, right? Maybe you're like, I have time to reach out to 3 people today, and you're going to make it count because you're going to put the heavy weight on. You're going to be direct, and that's what you're doing. Or maybe you're reaching out to like 15 people, right? And so the resistance is just a little bit different, and maybe in what you're applying, maybe not. But like resistance works on the muscles to the brink of what they can take. Okay. And that happens a lot with us and in our business and our mindset. So that was just another analogy that I had. Um, okay. Great. I got 1 point in and we're 15 minutes in. See, this is what happens. This is why random thoughts are good. Okay. So now, welcome to my mind. Okay. You're so lucky that you get to be involved in my thought processes. So here's another thing. I'm going to sidetrack on products a second. Okay. So, I drank Hydrate this morning, and I feel like I'm like, and I don't usually do that. And I know that we preach that we're supposed to do that, and I tell people to do that. I'm a little resistant sometimes to my own, advice, right? And I know it's good for us, but it doesn't feel so. This is where I need to push through, okay? Transparency. It doesn't feel as comfy, cozy as sitting with a little warm beverage, right? Like that's my thought process. I just like to sit, I look at the cows, I look at the mountains, it's quiet time, it's resetting, it's look at what the dogs are. It's just like, oh, I see some birds. Like I just like that's comfy. But guess what? I'm thinking I really need Hydrate. And so that's something I'm going to keep doing. I can definitely feel it in my body. Okay, here's another product tip. Okay. I was trying to figure out where the best place for this was, and I can do it other places. But if you have been on coasting with your ProBio 5, get out of it, okay? Because I bumped my ProBio 5 up and I was like, oh my gosh. I went into detox. I've been doing this for 8 years, you guys. I was on full on detox and it almost took me 2 weeks to figure out what it was. I was like, what is going on? Everyone, I believe, detoxes in their weak area. So for me, it's kind of rashes. That's always been my weak point in my system, besides lung issues. Sometimes that's a weak points with bronchitis and pneumonia, but luckily I really have gotten through that. So I don't know how many years it's been, right? So which is good. It used to be quarterly or every 6 months, and now I don't even know. It's been so long. Um, Probably 2021. How's that? Okay. I bumped up, so I coast along on 2 ProBio 5. And I decided I'm bumping it up to 3 because you know what? We travel in the summer. You tend to eat probably more things than you shouldn't. You're not eat. I mean, I try to eat as good as I can when I'm on the road. But when I came back from a lot of different traveling, I'm like, you know what? Um, I did restore a little bit, but I decided I wanted to do the ProBio 5 first, right? And it has made all the world difference. I've only bumped it up to 3, and I'm thinking I probably need to go up to 4 for maybe like 2 more weeks. You guys, we need to be doing this and telling people to do it once a quarter. If you talk to Allie Sullivan, actually, I should bring her on maybe next week or something. When she first started, she dropped a lot of weight. She started with triplex, but she did 4 ProBio 5. I mean, she plowed through. Talk about breaking through resistance. Like, it was insane. But guess what? She dropped weight, and that's something else that I noticed. I got on the scale today and I was like, huh. And I'm telling you, that's why we tell people you can lose weight on the triplex. People are always like, what package do I need? I'm like, triplex. That's what I use. I use triplex to lose the 30, 40 pounds that I lost. I mean, that really was it. Then I threw ease in when I hit a year. But honestly, I'm telling you guys, bump up your ProBio 5. Okay, that's your extra credit for today. Okay. Really, I'm actually gonna, well, I don't know. No, okay. Um, let's see. I'm gonna talk just a little bit about three-way chats. That I'm gonna pick the other thing out of the 6 things um on my thing. Hey, um, I am gonna talk about three-way chats because I think it goes along with resistance. Okay, you ready for this? I'm gonna step on some toes, people. And this was me, okay? So I understand, okay? I get it. Alita would tell me to do things and I wouldn't always do them. So know that you can have a diamond on your team who resists you on different things like three-way chats and accountability and doing this and doing that and going live, right? Yeah, Alita's like pulling the phone, my phone, making me go live even when I didn't want to. You're gonna hit resistance, okay? But guess what? It is proven that three-way chats work, okay? So when you're talking to people and you keep coming back to your upline and things like, oh, what about this? What about that? It's only weird if you make it weird. Bring your upline into your three-way chats, even when you're talking about people, even when you're talking with people about bringing them on for the business or the products, okay? Um, because we're there at third party validation, right? So good, so important. It works, all right? We're here on Power 30 to share what works, right? We want you guys to be successful. Three-way chats work. Bring us into them. Let us be the expert or tell whatever. But guess what? We're also just saying less is more, right? These days. So, because you're trying, if somebody is new, if you have somebody who's new, so I'm not, they're going to be a little resistance to three-way chats. They're going to want to do it a certain way, but they absolutely work. And you just need to, and even if you tell them, hey, let's just test it out with this one. Let's go in, let's see how it works. We can, be okay. This is another thing, okay? Be okay with sucking, right? Before you're good at it. Again, if you know it, just like resistance is coming, just like you're gonna fail at chats. People are gonna say no, and maybe it just didn't go right. But if you learn from it and keep doing it, that's how you get better. Okay. And it's going to care for your customers and your business builders better than any other mechanism, right? Yes, face to face, hopping on Zooms with them, talking with them on the phone. That's so important as well. So you start with three-way chats and then you get your customers and your business builders. I am really loving Messenger video. It's so easy. Like, even for like new customers and stuff, like instead of having to explain Zoom, even though I think everybody knows about Zoom, like you just push the button, start the video, and then in your three-way chat, which you already have set up, and you talk to them and say, hey, you got your products. I love it. Show me what you got. And they'll hold it up. And okay, you're going to do this. Like, you already have a chart there, but you want that connection, right? So three-way chats, you've got third-party validation. You've got somebody else being the expert. You're showing them videos because you're already teaching them someone can do that. Someone can bring somebody into a three-way chat. Somebody can push the video at the top. And you know, it just works. And if you're not willing, you know, just help them to get out of their comfort zone. Just talk about it, talk about that resistance. They just really work. And it's just a great way to connect. And I think that there, you know, we still have resistance, whether it's resistance with current people or resistance with new people. We are growing in leaps and bounds. Okay. So get your new people using three-way chats. Okay. So that was really just the last point. And okay, you guys, this is it. Because this is a Thursday that we have Mastermind, okay? Here's a plug for Mastermind. We have an elite group on our team that once you're Ruby and above, you get to be part of the $1 million container. We talk about real business, real things, real ways to solve problems, like all these things. We brainstorm, right? It's like, I I know one of the people who has a podcast I listen to, they have like stupid idea time, like all those things. Like, you just come up. That's where you get good at being leaders and build $1 million businesses. Okay, so you're going to want to do that. But we have that on Thursdays, every other Thursdays after this. So I like to break a little bit early. But we've got so many events, you guys. We've got, if you're local, we've got our Cookeville, hit the ground, go running. And then we're going to Knoxville. We have flyers made. Let's see if I have it. Yeah, we have flyers made. We're going to go and we're going to hand them out. Megan and her team have already done some legwork. I mean, it's great. And if you're not local, guess what? Step out of your comfort zone, fight the resistance, and start hitting the ground and doing your own wellness tours. Okay. And then we have one September 4th locally as well. Corporate is coming in again for our team for that one. So you guys, like, you're on the right team. I just wanted to tell you that in case you didn't know that. All right. So, and then next Thursday, we've got we already made a trailer, 4 minutes long, why somebody's going to want to hop on, why they're going to want to do the business, whether in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s. Okay. So we have a Zoom opportunity call a week from tonight. So get inviting people. Okay. So that's what I got for you. Let's go out and crush those double business building bonuses and build some teams. See you guys.